It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant starter, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007, a slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared. But he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
Noah's shot is off.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender. Green
gets to Conley, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. About a minute played so far here in the first. Shot clock at 5 to the paint. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Randolph.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And the officials call a traveling violation. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach David Yig. Doris?
I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The drive by Lee. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls still looking like they're getting going. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Here's Rose following the basket by Marc Gasol. That's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to the wing. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Rose. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
That one is off.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he gets it to go.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Barnes comes in for Green, and Tony Allen subbed in for Lee. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Tony Snell subbed in for Rose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Udrih is checked back in. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. White, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. They grab their own miss, and Gasol slams it in.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Here's Mirotic following the score by Memphis. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Mirotic has got his first 2 points of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Udrih, the pass to Barnes. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here is Mirotic. Here's Gasol, and that's going to be a travel.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already, not the way you want to start a ball game.
And here are the Grizzlies with it.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available. And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Here's Udrih. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gasol a screen. And right, here we go. And Gasol sends it back. But they recover it. Lock at 6. And Udrih kicks to Gasol. Cannot hit, so the Bulls will take it the other way. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Chicago also making some changes. Heinrich comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Brooks subbed in for Tony Snell. Here's Allen. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Udrih. Kicks to right. Memphis moving it around. The shot's good from Gasol.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Bulls trail by 17. Brooks with it. 4 seconds left, and that's going to be a travel. Udrih. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 17. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Taking a look at the Bulls, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. And it's Brooks in at the point. Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. Offensive rebound. Here's Carter. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Joakim Noah. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night right here. No good on the free throw. Well, you have to respect the way Vince Carter has just aged gracefully. A superstar in his day, Clark. You knew his game so well. Even in his late 30s, he's still getting it done.
Got a lot that he brings to the table still, Kevin. I mean, not just to score. He can pass, defend, rebound, and not to mention his veteran leadership and savvy.
And the ball travels.